Hello everyone, welcome back to Mountaineer Firearms. Just decided I wanted to get out one of my favorite revolvers today and take out some stress on some targets, and thought you guys might want to join me. So we have a really pretty revolver today. This is a Smith & Wesson model 686-6 4-inch 357, and I'm loaded with some 38 specials right now, but we're just gonna shoot and have a little bit of fun and relieve some stress today with a nice revolver. Yeah, nice Smith & Wesson double action 357 Magnum. Those are just 38 specials right there, but this is a nice gun. I've had this for a little while now, been meaning to bring it out and show it to you. But stainless 686 plus. Actually, this is a 7-shot, not a 6-shooter like usual. I've been playing around with the grips on this thing for a little while, trying to get exactly the ones I want, and I believe I may have found the perfect ones for me for target shooting anyway. I do have another set of grips here. These are the ones that came on it. This is what it comes with a 686 usually, is these rubber grips. Kind of hold that up there so you get an idea. And these are pretty much the same thing. These are made by Hogue. These are also made by Hogue, and kind of about the same thing in wood, but these are nice and thick. Fill the hand out a little bit, makes it feel real good in the hand. Helps you control 357 real well. When I first got it, I purchased these grips for it. These are what I usually put on it to carry. It's just, they're really beautiful on there. That is a absolute beautiful package with a 4-inch barrel and those grips. I really like that. But yeah, this thing's a lot of fun. We're going to talk about it a little bit. And 686 plus 7-shot 357, and I got some Winchester silver tips here. Some 357 mag, 145 grain jacketed hollow points. And these are the old silver tips. They've been around for a little while, and I like shooting them. They're a pretty good defensive round. But I really like a 4-inch 357 Magnum. This is a very good shooter, especially with these recent grips I've just got. This thing is a tack driver usually. I don't know if I can hit anything today or not. I might miss everything I try to shoot at, but these things usually drive nails. That shoots really good. I really like this pistol. See if I can hit one of them 4-inch. Oh, I think I pulled. That was 7. Yep. 357 Magnum. It really nice. This is a sweet shooter. This one has actually been through the Performance Center. I believe it's what they call super tuned. It's had the, I think their main Magnum revolver package or something. It's got a trigger job, and we'll make sure it's not loaded there, so that we're not doing anything we shouldn't be. But you can see that, oh man, I wish you could see that, feel that through the camera. That is one of the slickest double action trigger pulls I've ever felt in my life. But in the single action is extremely wonderful too. This thing is just a wonderful shooter. It costs just a little bit more because it went through the Performance Center, but I felt that that was worth it. It was definitely something I wanted. And they have these, also have these speed loaders here. This is a 7-round speed loader, old HKS style. I'm not very good with these, but well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me get 7 rounds here, and we'll just kind of in slow motion, since I'm not fast. I'm no Jerry Mickleck, like I've said before, especially with a revolver. If you want to see somebody fast with a revolver, you might want to check that man out. He can pretty much shoot and reload and shoot one of these faster than I can even handle a semi-automatic. But these things are pretty fun. This is 357 and we've got a speed loader here, so we'll just shoot some steel and have a little fun. We're empty. Jock them out, put them in there, that releases, you're ready to go. I think I missed a few there, but anyway, that's how you use a speed loader. That was kind of slow motion compared to what a lot of people you'll see can do, but it's definitely a lot of fun. And the thing about 357 also is you don't have to shoot full-blown 357 all the time. As a matter of fact, an L-frame revolver, that's what this is. We'll talk about that in a minute. A nice, heavy, 4-inch stainless L-frame revolver with a good trigger and everything like this would be an absolute great handgun for you to teach a newcomer or someone young, someone just starting to get interested in firearms. You might not want to give them a full-blown load of 357s in there, kind of sting the hand a little bit. Load them down with some of these 38 specials and you can plink all day long. And when I'm shooting 38 special, I almost like to just shoot solely in double action. That way I get to practice. There's hardly no recoil with a heavy 4-inch L-frame revolver like this. And these are an L-frame. Smith & Wesson came out with these. I'm not real sure on the dates, actually, to be honest with you. This is a 686. A 586 would be this gun in stainless, or I'm sorry, in blued. And then there's the 681s and the 581s. They pretty much the same gun. They don't have adjustable sights. There's all kinds of different variations of these with the dashes. You can see this is one that is a later model. It does have the lock up there that some people just really despise and absolutely would not own this gun because of that lock. But I'm not one of those people. I think it's still a very, very great firearm. That doesn't really deter me too much at all. Yes, I think it's ugly and I wish they wouldn't do it, but it really doesn't take away from the function of the gun for me any at all. I'll never use the lock. The key is still in the box from when I bought it, but it's there, and some people like the idea of having that, and you might be one of them, and you might be one that won't buy it because it's on there. So that's up to you. See if we can hit anything. See if I can hit some of them little 4-inchers. Shooting right. There we go. And I flinched. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. Whole lot of fun right there. I've got some of these here rounds. I'll just shoot some of them real quick. These are Remington HTP. These are 125 grain soft jacketed hollow point. And I've shot these before, and I think they feel like they're a little bit hot. I think I was gonna plan on using these if I ever whitetail deer hunted with the revolver, 357 anyway. But we'll try them out, see how good they swing some steel here. Something to shoot, something to have fun with. Yeah, those shit pretty hard. See if I can hit a 4-inch one of these. Oh yeah, them shoot good though. See if I can hit my bow stall can. And I didn't. Wow. Hope you didn't catch that on camera. Me missing all that. But it happens. We can't hit everything all the time. But let's talk about Smith & Wesson frame sizes maybe. This is might be something you're interested in, but maybe you've never got to put your hands on one and see exactly how big they are. So maybe you've seen a K frame or a J frame or an M frame, but this is an M frame. You've seen our video on the 44 Magnum, hopefully. If not, you need to go check that out. But this is an M frame, Smith & Wesson. This is the big frame. Well, back then anyway. Now they have the X frame, which the 500 Smith & Wessons and 460s and things like that are in. But back in those days, this would have been an N frame. And in 1935, I believe, is when they come out with the 357 Magnum. And it would have been in a gun that looks just like this. This is 44, but it would have looked just like this. You could have known the difference because the barrel will taper just a little bit on the what's called a Model 27 Smith & Wesson. Back when they first come out, they was called the Registered Magnum. But it would have looked just like this in a 357. And then in the, I think around 55, 57, Bill Jordan, he kind of wanted them to go to a 4-inch K-frame 357. A K-frame is what most of the 38s were chambered in for the police officers and stuff like that. Your M&Ps, military and police revolvers, 38 specials, Model 10s. They were all K-frames. And Bill Jordan said that he believed Model 19 is what this is, which would have been a K-frame with a 4-inch barrel, and they called this the Combat Magnum. And this was his idea of the pinnacle of a combat revolver. And you can kind of see the differences here, how big and how small one or the other is. The frames are definitely a little bit different. We'll try to get it the best we can for the camera anyway. And then the L frame falls in between that. This is an L frame and this is an N frame. It's a little bit beefier than the K frame and not quite as big as an M frame. And the reason that came about was shooting a lot of 357 Magnums in these K frame revolvers. They found that if you shoot steady diet, there was a chance of cracking the forcing cone. And forcing cone is right here where the cylinder meets the barrel. And right there, that was a little bit weak on the 19s. And after you fed lots and lots of rounds through one, it would possibly crack the forcing cone. But I doubt that any Joe Schmo like me or some of you out there will probably ever shoot one of these enough for that to happen. And so they went to the L frame, which has a little bit bigger forcing cone and a little bit beefier frame, different things like that. And where it's bigger, that's what allows you to be able to have 7 shots in the cylinder now instead of 6, because this is a 686 plus 1, 7 rounds. And but yeah, the other 686s, you know, the dash 1s and things like that, or a no dash 686 would have been 6 shots. And then you also have the little fellers, which is a J-frame revolver. This is even smaller than a K-frame. This is pretty much a little pocket pistol. You can see how small one of them is. Fits right in the palm of your hand. Not very big at all. And don't weigh hardly anything. They shoot 38 special, which they do make K-frames nowadays, and that'll shoot 357 Magnum. And one of those is a little bit of a handful in 357 Magnum. But still fun to shoot. All of them are fun to shoot. And speaking of 357, let me just load up a few more of these here. Got some more of these Remingtons. But I really like this gun. This thing really shoots really well. I shoot it sometimes at distance. Not real distance, but 75 to 100 yards even maybe. And I can hit that 12-inch plate there at 100 yards. Just about, you know, 5, 6 out of 7 rounds. So don't think that a revolver isn't a capable weapon. A revolver is a very capable weapon. 357 Magnum, 38 Special, it don't matter. Why can't I hit that? Really swings that plate. I think we're empty. Yep. We are empty. 357 Magnum. A lot of fun. One of these is very nice, especially if you get one that's been through the performance center like this one. It is really slick. I just wish you guys could feel that through the camera. This is just the slickest action on a revolver I've ever had. And now that I finally found some grips that I really like for it, for target shooting, I just need to practice with it on a day that I can shoot a little bit better. I'm gonna load up some more here and see if I can't redeem myself. I've got some ballistol cans and stuff sitting there that starting to make me a little bit mad. So we're just gonna have to take care of them. Maybe. There we go. Now, feel much better about that. That makes me happy. I'm still gonna load up some more. I don't want to keep you guys too long, but hey, we're out here shooting, having fun. This is one of my favorite guns to shoot. It's just absolutely, really is sweet. Really is slick. See if we can hit some more stuff here. And you can shoot 38 Special. Very versatile. You can get very light 38 Special loads like these here. I think they're just a full metal jacket, 130 grain, something to plink with. They're very light. With a gun this size, it's almost like shooting 22 long rifle. It isn't very bad at all. I could see where a young person or a new person getting into firearms would really enjoy one of these. And they're just a blast. You can see it does have the red ramp sights on the top there. It's starting to get a little bit of coloration. We'll just shoot some double action and see if we can hit that big gong a little fast there. Yeah. So, don't think you're unarmed with a revolver. That's definitely a lot of fun. Matter of fact, I'll do that again. Yeah, never think you're unarmed with a revolver. These have been around for a long time. They've ruled the world. Way before a whole bunch of these polymer Glock pistols and stuff, people had revolvers in their pocket. They carried the little J frames like I showed you, hidden away, and they're just a really good gun. A lot of fun. There it is. 686-6. I'll stop playing around, let you look at it a little bit more, let you guys stare at that lock hole there that you know you don't like. Probably would never buy this gun because of it. Look at that, ain't that beautiful? I think that's pretty. That cleans right off. A little bit of gun oil, a little bit of love, and she'll clean up just like new. And that's the thing, that's the fun, getting them out here, enjoying them, having a good time. And we just want to thank you for being here with us. Thanks for watching our video, and make sure you like and subscribe. Keep tuning in to us.